And we are here at Panther Gymnasium as we have the boys consolation game coming up. But we're going to talk a little bit of college ball. There's been some big news around the state of Arkansas. Obviously, the biggest news is Bobby Petrino has been hired as the offensive coordinator for the University of Arkansas. Some other big news is that the Arkansas men's basketball team took down 7th-ranked Duke earlier this week, and the women's basketball team yesterday took down 15th-ranked Florida State in Tallahassee. So there's been some big stuff happening around Arkansas, and then also up that way, Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville just clinched the 7A state title with a 22-16 win over Bentonville. So Northwest Arkansas has been on fire lately, and there was some reports that Bobby Petrino may be shooting for the Fayetteville quarterback who was previously committed, and he is still committed to Minnesota. And then he went and talked to Courtney Crutchfield from Pine Bluff this past week. So big stuff happening around the state of Arkansas, and so lots of things. A lot of people are expecting the offense at Arkansas to make a big turnaround with Petrino coming on, who he was dismissed from the program in 2012. So coming back in 2023, looking to add some more years to his second tenure at Arkansas. So that ought to be good. But the game in front of us right now is the boys' consolation game as Magnet Cove and Ouachita get to go at it here. Ouachita is the closest team that is not Magnet Cove. So the Ouachita faithful and the Magnet faithful are here. Right after this game, we will have the senior girls title game between Jessieville and Centerpoint. And one other college update is the SEC championship game just kicked off. It is still 0-0. Carson Beck and the Georgia offense are driving with 10:20 left to go in the first quarter. And so we'll have to see how that one pans out. And so it is looking good. We got 1:45 until tip-off here at Panther Gymnasium. So Carson Mattingly and all of Ouachita is getting ready, and Coach Long is getting ready to rally the troops for Magnet Cove and then get ready to roll here in the consolation game. So it has been a beautiful afternoon here at Panther Gymnasium as we look to finish off the boys' consolation and then get fired up with the title games right after this, starting with the senior girls.
Yeah, it should be a good game here. The Panthers and the Warriors for this consolation on the boys' side of the senior bracket. And one other note on talking about the news up on the hill this week, when Arkansas did beat Duke, that has marked that this year is the 30th anniversary of the U of A clinching the national championship in 1994. And up at that game, present was the man who was responsible for the game-winning shot, which was Mr. Scotty Thurman, who happens to be the head coach at Little Rock Parkview, I believe.
Yes, and another quick fact about that Duke game, that was Eric Musselman's 100th win as the head man for the Hogs. But we got a high school game on our hands here as Georgia just scored in the first quarter. So they are up on Bama now. And so we will keep you updated on the college and the high school here on the Manitoba High School Issue 2 page. So it's going to be Judd Smith and Damian Stevens to jump to start off this consolation game for the boys. So it looks like it's going to be Barentine, Davis, Dickinson, Tony, and Stevens. Stevens wins the tip, but then Barr comes away with it. Barr is going to go up quick, shot no good, and that one will be off of a Warrior. So a quick offensive possession there from Ouachita to start the game. And here comes the Panthers and Damian Stevens.
Panthers moving the ball around, running the offense, trying to get the shot they want.
Cade going to drive, going to dish it to Tony. Tony on the baseline, and that one is good. Panthers strike first here as they're up 2-0.
Barr brings it down the court for the Warriors, gets it to Mattingly.
Mattingly looking for somewhere to go. They get it into the corner there, back to the top of the key with Howard. And cross-court pass to Mattingly. And that one is up. And Mattingly wanted a foul on the three-point attempt. And he was very vocal about that one. And so that will be a foul on number 32. That's Dickinson.
And Smith hits the first shot for the Warriors. Second one bounces in and out. Rebound Tony for the Panthers. Gets it up to Damian Stevens. Back to Cade Davis. Cade Davis spots up, and that one is just off the mark.
The three missed there from Davis. And now here comes Ouachita and Howard on the other end. Mattingly, deep three, and that is an air ball, pass air ball unsure.
Right.
It ended up in the hands of Braswell, who has it now on the baseline. Cross-court pass, and a three from Smith is no good. And a rebound by Stevens. Tony pushing up the floor there. Barentine going to drive the lane. Going to go up and just off the mark.
And that one rolls in and out. And they're going to say that one's off Ouachita, so the Panthers will retain possession.
Tony has it. He will kick it up the floor there. And they leave him wide open, and he just off the back of the iron, rebound by Barentine. Barentine's going to come out of there with it, jump ball, and that will be Magna Cove basketball. Panthers moving the ball around here. Barentine inside to Tony. Tony wide open, and they lay it in and extend the lead 4-1.
Nice look in there by Barentine to Tony. Howard will pull up with the three, and he buries that one. So back and forth here are the Warriors and the Panthers, and Damian Stevens gets it up the court. Kay Davis with the ball, Chad Barentine with it on the wing. Gets it into Dickinson, a give and go, and that one is going to be blocked by Barr. They push it up to Howard. Howard to
So that is Braswell that gets to Mattingly, who will draw the foul.
And they are going to call that one on Barentine for the Panthers. Mattingly will go to the line to shoot a pair. First shot is up and good. Second shot is also up and good.
So here comes the Panther offense as they have the first deficit here.
Nice backdoor cut by Damian Stevens, and Barrett just rims in and out.
And got all the rim and then just couldn't get it to fall. As there's Braswell, who's going to go up, shot no good. Dickinson comes down with the rebound.
And Ouachita looking to press, and Barr's going to steal it, and he will take it in.
4-0 run here for Ouachita. Panthers moving around the perimeter here to find Stevens at the top of the key. Got Smith on him, screen there. Mattingly cuts in front of the screen. 8 seconds left. Barentine will pull up for three off the front of the iron. Mattingly's going to come down with it. Mattingly going to push it up the floor there, and Stevens is going to steal it from him. He's got somebody one-on-one. That is Barr. He will go up and draw the foul, and we'll get the foul on Caden Barr.
And Stevens will go to the line to shoot a pair. And there's going to be some substitution for the Warriors. Looks like Easton Kaiser's going to check in. Number 15, Caden Lee will check in. And first shot by Stevens is good. Or excuse me, second shot was good. And that's Braswell pulls the string, but cannot quite connect.
Panthers going to push it up the floor.
And Keon Willis has checked in for the Panthers. Damon gets a good look at it. Misses the shot, but Keon rebounds, and the Keon was going to be rejected by Kaiser. Back to Damian Stevens.
And he pulls it up.
And Barr is going to look to run with it. And he will back it out.
Kaiser thought about the three. Back to Barr, who will take the three. Short arms that one. Rebound by Stevens. Panthers trying to move the ball around, penetrate this zone of Ouachita as Cade's going to kick it back out, and that one goes in between Tony's legs.
So it will be Ouachita ball, and looks like Zach Dickinson is going to go out, and in comes Tillery for the Panthers.
And a wide open three for Howard is no good. Rebound there by Tillery. Tony looking for somewhere to go. Finds Stevens at the top of the key. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Stevens is going to go up.
And number 15, Lee, comes up with that rebound.
And the athleticism of Davis on the other end to deflect that pass. Keon's going to come away with it. Going to find it to Stevens. Stevens is going to go up and in. So points off the turnover there for the Panthers. Get them back in this game. They're within one. Under a minute left to go here, and neither team has broke double digits within this far. And the streak will continue as that shot is missed. And your score 8-7 Ouachita with 44 seconds left to go until the end of the first quarter. And a three there from Stevens, and that one will rattle in. So the Panthers take a 10-8 lead.
And back-to-back baskets for Damian Stevens there for the Panthers.
Shot clock unable here as we have under 35 seconds left until half. 21 seconds to be exact as that Braswell almost loses that ball. Howard going to kick it out inside to Braswell, who will be stripped of the ball. Kaiser comes away with it and up, and the shot is no good, and we will have 0.3 seconds left. I don't even know what you do.
Well, I mean, the only thing you're going to have to do is get a touch and just chunk it like that.
And it almost worked.
And it almost did work. Barr tried his best to go up
Yes.
there and tip it in, but could not unsuccessfully.
So that will do it for the first quarter. So a defensive matchup here thus far as Panthers on top 10-8 on the Warriors. We'll be back with the second quarter after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are back here at Panther Gymnasium. It will be Warrior basketball here. And looks like Braswell will inbound the ball. And he gets it into Barr. And Barr's going to bring it down to set up the offense for the Warriors. Out to Mattingly. Mattingly to Howard. Howard back to Barr. Barr skips it over to Braswell. Braswell back over to Barr. Barr's going to spot up for three. And that one's going to rim in and out, but rebound is Braswell. Braswell will go back up, and rebound will be Barentine. Barentine will get it to Damian Stevens. Damian Stevens will back it out. And a little give and go by Dickinson to Chad Barentine, and he converts for the Panthers. Barr bringing it up. Gets it to Mattingly. Out to Howard. Inside to Judd Smith. Back to Howard on the baseline. And see, are they going to get. And they're going to get Zach Dickinson is going to be called with that foul. And that is his second personal. They kick it out to Howard. Howard is going to spot up for three, just short off the front of the rim, or the side of the rim. Damian Stevens looking to push, and he is going to drive, and it is just a little too strong. Rebound, Barentine, and he puts it back up and in.
Panthers finding some offensive congruity, I guess you could say, finding something to go off of.
Yeah, they have been. Have got some good look at the basket. And Mattingly spots up. That one's in and out. And I think they're going to call that one on Judd Smith. And looks like Ouachita is going to jump into that half-court press.
That's a weird-looking half-court press. It's like a box and one half-court press. So we're going to have a whistle.
That is what they call the diamond press. It's an old where you got two.
And that was a double dribble on the Panthers. That's why Ouachita has possession already.
Mattingly going to work, looking to drive.
And they're going to call that and one.
And that is going to be on Zach Dickinson. That is going to be his third personal foul here with 6:15 left in the second quarter. So he will have to come out, and in will come Isaac Tillery.
And Panthers have got to have a post player, so Isaac's going to have to step up the freshman here.
And Mattingly converts the three-point play for the Warriors. Panthers evade the press, but the ball is going to be kicked off of Judd Smith. The Panthers will retain possession.
So Barentine's going to inbound it from the baseline. Inside to Tillery. Tillery going to go up. Shot no good.
Battle for the ball.
As Braswell's going to come away with it. Fast-paced moving game as Barr finds Mattingly in the corner for three. Mattingly spots up. Shot no good. And one there. They're going to call that foul on Tillery.
And another chance for the three-point play here for the Warriors.
And Smith there, that is Tillery's first personal. And he will convert the three-point play. So Ouachita ties it up at 14 as they have had a second quarter surge. And we have a timeout. But, I mean, Ouachita, the speech that Coach Ray gave his boys at the end of the first quarter that was vocally heard across the gym of dribble the ball, pass the ball, and score is obviously working as we have a tie ball game now 14-14, Coach.
Yeah, I think, Coach was just looking for some effort there from his team, and he got their attention. And so, as a result, the Warriors have tied this ball game up 14-all. And here in the second quarter, the story for Magnet is, they have moved the ball well, scored at times, and then since Ouachita has started applying pressure, they've had difficulty. But it looks as now the Warriors are going to back off.
And a score update with 3:43 left to go in the first quarter. Georgia leads Alabama 7-3 after a 43-yard Will Reichard field goal. So Barentine are going to get it inside. Tillery's wide open.
Underneath. That's how you break the trap there, or the press, half-court press.
That gives the Panthers a 2-point lead. And now Smith going to drive as he's going to have another blocking foul. That one's going to be on Tillery.
And that will be his second personal.
So Dickinson with 3, Tillery with 2. That could be a worry for the Panthers later on in this game.
Yes, it could. And Tillery came in for Dickinson because he had 3. And now he has 2 as well. So got to be careful here. Barentine inbounds it to Tillery. Tillery looking back to Tony. Tony gets the ball. Tony looking across the timeline.
And that one is picked off by Mattingly.
Barr is going to set it up. Kicks it over to Howard.
Howard looking inside. Got to play smart if you're Tillery. And that is a score there. And that one is batted there from Howard.
And that one is good. Tony's going to be stripped from Barr. Barr
lays that one in and extends the lead to 4 for Ouachita. And Chad Barentine's going to pull up the 3. That shot is no good. A very quick possession there as Smith is going to push it in transition.
Stevens got a hand on that, but Ouachita shoots, and then Stevens gets the rebound, and he's looking to take it.
And we have a foul on the play. And Coach Long did not like the shot selection of Barentine on the previous possession, as that shot is good there from the charity stripe. So 20-17 lead for Ouachita. That one is up, and that one is no good. As Mattingly is going to drive all the way on the baseline and lay that one in to extend the lead 2-5.
They're trapping in the corners.
Now Barrentine's going to go up and in on the other end, so Chad gets a bucket there. Here comes Barr across the timeline. Barr's got Stevens on him. They get it over wide open in the corner. That one's no good. A scuffle for the ball, and Stevens is going to look up to Tony. Tony's wide open, and he lays it in to draw the lead back to 1 for Ouachita. And Coach Ray does not look happy.
No, I think he's.
And that one is buried there on the other end. Luke Howard buries the 3, and here comes the press for Ouachita. Stevens is going to avoid it. He's going to go up and in. And so the Panthers now drop back to 2. Both teams trading shots offensively. Transition defense for both teams has not been great this afternoon.
Right.
As there's a scuffle for the ball. And we have a jump ball. And that will be Magnet Cove ball. And so we got 3 substitutions coming in for Ouachita and 1 for Magnet. So Barrentine's going to take a seat. And so Willis will come out.
And Howard and Mattingly and Braswell came out for the Warriors. And in came Kaiser, Lee, and I believe Pickens.
That's Pickens, one of the sophomores on this squad. Davis, he's going to drive and he's going to be rejected, but that's going to be off of a Warrior. That's going to be off of Easton Kaiser, so that will be Magnet Cove basketball. I get it into Stevens. He's got Barr on him. And the shot is up and is good. A 3. They're going to count that a 3. So that's like improv acting there from Damian Stevens. Made something out of nothing. 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Absolutely. Great job by Damian Stevens. Kaiser inside the bar.
Who's going to go up and lay it in and take the lead back for the Warriors. 1.5 minutes left to go here in the third. So Panthers looking for something.
And that one's going to be intercepted by number 15. That is Lee.
Coach Long was not happy with that pass selection.
Pickens gets the ball. He looks to drive. Dishes it off to Judd Smith, and Smith converts for the Warriors.
Under a minute left to go until half. Tillery over to Stevens. Stevens looking for somewhere to go. He's got Barr on him pretty tightly. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And a deep three from Keon, no good. You wonder if he could have got that extra pass to Stevens, who was a little bit more open. And that is Pickens, who just lost the ball going up. And now the Panthers have one more possession before the half. Kicks it over to Willis. Inside to Cade. Cade going to drive, going to kick it back out to Tony. And the 3 there, and that one is no good. And so 3.1 seconds left on the clock for the Warriors as they are up 3 here with 3.1 seconds left to go.
And it looks like we're going to have a couple of substitutions on the court for the Panthers. Number 11, Chad Barrentine, will come back in.
And that shot was just off the back.
Mark.
Yeah, it's Caden Lee, the senior, trying to get that to go in before half. And so we will be halftime here at Panther Gymnasium, but a pretty tight game. Our first tight game of the day, Coach.
Yeah, it's, both teams, exchanging blows. Both have had their runs as far as being able to score. but both have also, kind of slacked off on the defensive end, as we could saw in the second quarter. The Ouachita coach was really talking to his guys and saying, "Hey, look, guys, they're just out hustling us right now. We've got to really watch what we're doing." So, um, you know, uh, shot selection, turnovers, those are all going to be key factors here coming up in the second half, and it should prove to be a great second half. But right now, the Ouachita Warriors are controlling this game by a score of 29-26, and look forward to the second half action coming up. Should be a good one here at Panther Gymnasium.
Yep, and so we will take about a 9-minute break here on the Mattawa Cove High School East YouTube page, and we'll be back with the second half right after this.
My daughters grew up coming into this gas station when they were younger. Michaela, that's the co-owner, she graduated from Magnet, and so from kindergarten on through 12th grade, we would be in here every day getting a biscuit, or field trip day, you had to come in and get the sandwiches and the soda pops, and Mr. Harkins would fix you up right, and so it was a must-have. So we just always loved it, and it was part of our family tradition, and so we just wanted to bring it on to the next round of kids. We, of course, had to pay homage to the Panthers across the street because they're such a huge part of this community, and then you can't pass by without seeing them, so it was Panther Pass, of course, and then the grocery and gas just kind of was very fitting and catchy and just went along well. A lot of people say that the hamburgers are, kind of worth stopping for, but we have a pretty diverse little menu for a gas station, and we've got kind of neat creations that you're not going to find anywhere else. We've got the new Panther Pile Up, and that's kind of fun, and then we've got a huge burger on the menu, and a lot of people like to come in and try that. And then, in the mornings, we have a pretty good little breakfast buffet on Fridays and stuff when school's in session. And so, we have lots of yummy stuff, French toast and bacon and sausage and eggs and biscuits and gravy and casserole. And so a pretty good, into your week, start on your Fridays. So just lots of little neat things. We love to give back to the community, so we always try to find a neat specials, kind of some home cooking. Here in Malvern, you don't get too many choices for home cooking, so, on our daily specials, we try to go back. Like, we'll have the open roast beef sandwiches and mashed potatoes and gravy. Some weeks we've done meatloaf. Coming up, since it's January and all of us want to be healthy, Michaela just came up with a taco salad that's pretty yummy, I have to say. I just had it for lunch myself to try it out, and so I believe next Tuesday is going to be Taco Salad Tuesday, so y'all tune in for that. Well, I love the mushroom Swiss burger, but I like to put the grilled onions on it, and then some of our patrons that come in, they will also add A1 steak sauce on top of it. I'm just telling y'all, if you hadn't tried it, it's a must. You got to try it out. It's really good. So we're trying to have once a month like a little community event. So in January, we're going to try, weather permitted, to do something fun here. We love to let the kids come in. We've talked to some of the local churches and stuff like that about maybe doing a breakfast for the community, and just letting people come in, and it's free of charge, and have a breakfast on a Saturday morning or something. So we've thought about things like that. Of course, when the weather gets nice again, we'll do our movie nights. And we love to do that. Probably the spring, we'll have to have a little spring dance or something for the kids. Graduation, we may put on something fun for graduation, like an after graduation thing. Just something that the kids have somewhere to go that's safe, and the families know that they're going to be okay. We're going to take care of them. So we got lots of stuff in the woodwork, but just some of it is weather permitting, and then as we grow and be able to utilize more space around here, that'll also help with being able to do more stuff.
Panther Gymnasium as we have the second half of this senior boys consolation game. And so your score is 29-26 Ouachita over the Panthers. And so it will be green basketball to start the second half. And so we got 16 minutes left to figure out who is the third best team in this Battle at the Cove tournament. Panthers come out in a zone defense as that shot is good there from Judd Smith to extend the lead to 5. Here comes the Panthers on the other end. And that ball is tipped around and stolen there. That's by number 2. That is Luke Howard, and Mattingly is going to come away with the rebound after the missed shot from Howard. So Ouachita on the other end, second attempt, no good there, and Barrington comes away with the rebound. That second shot attempt was by Braswell. Is there a scuffle on the floor? And we have a timeout on the floor. That's going to be Magnet so they can retain possession. But if you're Coach Long, you're telling the troops at half that we got to get it together and play well in this second half if we want to win this game, Coach.
Yeah, you really do. I know he talked about at halftime more than likely, shot selection, take care of the basketball, don't turn it over, and play great defense. Limit your turnovers, and then you give yourself a chance to win the ball game.
Yeah, most definitely got to have better shot selection to win this game. So that probably was a point that was made at half, and so we'll have to see if they can execute the speech at halftime. Halftime speeches are probably one of the craziest things in high school sports because they can be anywhere and all over the place. Always got to love what a coach has to say at halftime. So we'll have to see as the teams come back out on the court.
Yeah, you just got to limit like you said, limit the mistakes and be able to score offensively, and then you give yourself a great chance. So Stevens with the ball. He passes over to Barrington. Barrington looks, and he is going to be doubled up.
He finds Dickinson there. And now Barrington with 13 on the shot clock will kick it across court to Stevens. Over there. I got 5 seconds left, and Tony's going to take the 3, and that one rattles in and out, and that one is going to be corralled by a Panther as Stevens can't control that one. And the 3 on the other end is no good from Mattingly, as that one is going to be off of Dickinson. And so Ouachita will retain possession.
And Howard takes that shot. It's going to go off the back of the side of the rim.
So that will be Magnet Cove basketball as Stevens will bring it up the floor. And that ball is tipped away, and just the aggressive hands of Ouachita has really extended this lead in the third quarter. It's been points off turnovers that have really hurt the Panthers.
Yeah, you're right, Dalton. And Howard had some active hands there. And then as Barrentine pulls up and buries that three.
Chad Barrentine from the elbow. The pass to the high post there to Davis. Kick it to the corner and then back to the elbow. The extra pass, because Tony could have taken that three, but the unselfishness ball usage and the extra pass really gets it there as they are able to get that three-pointer. And that one is intercepted there. Mattingly unsure where he was going.
And I think that ball might have been tipped. I'm not sure. And miscommunication between Barrentine and Damian Stevens.
And Stevens was already in a bad spot because he had to pick up his dribble,
right?
Because it got batted down. So.
Right. Barr looks at Mattingly, comes off the baseline, back over to Howard. Howard kicks it back to Mattingly. Mattingly will spot up, and that one's just short. And that should be Panther basketball.
So Mattingly 0 for 2 on his last 2 attempts from the three-point line. So Barrentine going to kick it to Davis. Davis inside, and that ball is stolen away there. That's going to be
Howard.
Yeah, he's coming up the floor with it, finds Mattingly. Mattingly, no-look pass inside, is batted away there from Cade Davis. They find Mattingly again as Smith is in the corner. He's going to take the pull-up three. That's no good, and that's going to be Stevens. A scuffle for the ball. And that was Howard that was diving on the floor for it, and he's slow to get up.
And the possession arrow is going to go in favor of the Panthers.
Up to Tony. Tony,
back.
The lob to Davis. Cade Davis goes up. Shot no good there. Rebound by Braswell. He's going to push it up the floor. As they're going to call a foul on Cade. Davis hit the floor pretty hard.
Yes, he did.
You can see he's shaking up.
Braswell converts on the first shot.
And the second one is no good. Rebound by Dickinson. Dickinson got to be careful. He has 3 fouls.
Yeah, you don't want to get in foul trouble early in this second half.
As that one's going to be off Smith as he tried to intercept the pass to Tony. And out comes Davis. And in goes Tillery. Tillery has 2 fouls on the afternoon. Stevens going to pull up 3, and that one just rattles in and out.
Rebound by Judd Smith for Ouachita. Inside to the back door. Braswell kicks it back out to Barr. Barr is going to pull up, and that one's going to be short. But rebound Mattingly. Mattingly goes back up, and he is going to draw the foul. And they're going to call that one on Isaac Tillery. That is his 3rd personal foul. And shot is good.
Oh, got Mattingly off his feet there. Steven able to get by him. And the dish and the extra pass. Man, got to go up right there.
Yeah.
A lot of contact down low between Judd Smith and Dickinson. And now Tillery's going to got it. He will go up. And no foul call there as Mattingly gets it. And he is on his way to the other side of the floor.
Very active hands by the Warriors on that defensive possession. And speaking of active hands, Stevens has active hands returns the
Oh,
favor.
what a move. And up and, just missed. So 2 missed possessions there from the Panthers. Had the ball down low open and couldn't get it to go. As that is an air ball there. And now going to go up, and that rattles out. But the putback is no good, and the third back is no good, and the fourth back is no good. And we are going to have a whistle, and that will be off of a Panther.
Coach Long is really getting fired up. He said somebody's going to come up with the ball, and that starts with blocking out.
And that one is no good, and Tillery will be the one that comes up with the ball, who gets it to Barrington. Panthers looking to push. Now he pulls back up. Really got nowhere to go. Vine Stevens, 20 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:15 left to go here in the third. 4-point game here, and the three from Barrington, no good. And that's another quick possession for the Panthers.
Braswell comes, pulls that rebound down for the Warriors, brings it up the court. Kicks it to Mattingly. Mattingly looks back to Braswell. Braswell, and they are going to call a travel on Braswell. So that will be Panther basketball. Looks like Lee is going to check in for the Warriors along with Easton Kaiser.
So Mattingly will take a seat for the Warriors.
Ball moving in and out. Panthers looking, trying to work inside, trying to get Dickinson the ball. He's working. He's going to set a screen.
And the up and shot no good there.
Lee with the rebound, and he gets it to Kaiser.
Another missed opportunity for the Panthers.
And Judd Arrington buries that three along between the baseline and wing.
Under a minute left to go here in the third. It's been a low-scoring third quarter as both defenses finally decided to get off the bus here after halftime.
Exactly.
Keon's got it in the corner. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Has nowhere to go with it. Finds Tony, who has Stevens open at the top of the key. Who's going to drive the line. The floater no good. Partially blocked there. He's got Smith out ahead. And up and shot no good. The putback no good. And Dickinson will come away with that one. 25 seconds left to go here in this third quarter as the Panthers set up for a last shot. And the Jessieville Lady Lions have just arrived as they are the next game to play. They will play Center Point, who has also just arrived.
And that ball is going to be intercepted by Howard. Howard's going to look to drive, and that was rejected. But Judd Smith is right there to put it back in for the Warriors.
And Coach Long is not very happy, and so the Warriors have a 9-point lead here going in the fourth quarter, so we'll be back with the last 8-minute action after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
for the final 8 minutes. It'll be Ouachita ball. Barr brings the ball down the court, passes out to Lee. Lee looks to Howard. Howard back to Barr. Barr's going to take the three, and that was going to rim in and out. Stevens is going to come out with it for the Panthers. He's going to look to push it up, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Damian Stevens. That is his first.
Panthers down 9 here with 7:35 left to go in this game. This is a point where time becomes precious. I know it's 9 points, but we also know Ouachita can score.
Oh, and a tip deflection by Stevens. Still trying to fight for the ball. And back steals it from Stevens from Judd Smith.
As we'll have a blocking foul there on Smith. That's his second.
First shot is up and good. So that draws the deficit to 8 for the Panthers. Second shot rims in and out. Rebound Lee. Lee kicks it out to Smith.
Warriors working it around there. They get it over to Lee inside. And that ball is deflected, and Davis comes away with it.
And that was Easton Kaiser going up for that shot for the Warriors.
And now Damian going to go up and draw the foul again. So back-to-back possessions that Stevens has drawn a foul. And so he will go to the line again. As that one is good to draw the lead down to 7 for Ouachita.
And he converts on the second shot, and that makes the deficit 6.
And so we will have a timeout on the floor, as that will be a 30-second timeout. So we will stay here, and so Panthers have got a little run going as they're only down 6 now. So the drive and the drawing the foul is really what's been helping them thus far. And so you got to think you continue to do that. And so hopefully they can continue to do that and draw the foul. But if you're Ouachita, you got to be careful, because if you keep committing fouls, you're going to end up putting Magnet in the bonus, and then you're in a whole nother situation. So have to see what Coach Finley is going over in the huddle right now. And so it's going to be Ouachita basketball here on the baseline. 6:39 left to go here in this game.
And now Panthers looking to press a little bit. Barr handling the ball, brings it across the timeline, gets it down to Braswell. Braswell to Howard. Howard looks to drive, kicks it out to back to Barr. Barr for 3, no good. Rebound.
And a scuffle for the ball. We got a tie up. There's a jump ball, and that will be Magnet Cove.
So Magnet with the chance to cut into that lead again as Barrentine comes across the timeline. Damian Stevens looks inside. Out to Barrentine, down to Tony. Tony looks, back to Barrentine. Barrentine going to drive.
The floater, no good.
good.
Just poor shot selection for the Panthers is really what's keeping them out of this game, Coach.
Right. Yeah, you just got to, you got to take that one extra dribble, and then you got a layup down there. So.
And even if you don't get the shot up and you go up, you draw another
foul. Right.
So there's a turnover, and so the Panthers will bring it down on the other end. As Damian has really been the only source of offense as he go up there, and then
And that is Howard, who is battling. And that is going to be Ouachita basketball. Mattingly takes out, gets it to Barr. Down to and back.
And what a play. I know it's still going to be Ouachita ball, but that's an easy bucket.
Right.
So the save there by Dickinson gives Coach Long a chance to set up his defense how he wants it down here.
And that is going to be off. That's going to be another Ouachita turnover. Again, Magnet has got a chance to, just not communicating with each other. And that ball is stolen by Barr, and the shot is made, and he is going to be fouled, and a chance for a three-point play here. And Coach Long is
I feel like
fuming.
that clipboard is the last of its days.
Right.
Because it got thrown earlier. They get it up the floor to Dickinson, to Barentine. Barentine's going to drive up, and that shot no good. A lot of contact down there.
Right.
But that will be Ouachita basketball.
You got to be able to finish.
Now Mattingly powerfully driving up the court. As that shot is no good by Mattingly.
Ooh, and let's see. Dickinson and Mattingly both hit the floor pretty hard there. And they're going to call that on Dickinson. That is his fourth personal foul with 4:34 to go in the fourth. Mattingly in the baseline from the three-point. Rims in and out.
Dickinson was not expecting Mattingly to flare out in an errant pass. And Coach Long wants a timeout, so we will also take a timeout here with 4:23 left to go in the game. We'll be right back on the Mountain Cove High School East YouTube page.
My daughters grew up coming into this gas station when they were younger. Michaela, that's the co-owner, she graduated from Magnet, and so from kindergarten on through 12th grade, we would be in here every day getting a biscuit, or field trip day, you had to come in and get the sandwiches and the soda pops, and Mr. Harkins would fix you up right, and so it was a must-have. So we just always loved it, and it was part of our family tradition, and so we just wanted to bring it on to the next round of kids. We of course had to pay homage to the Panthers across the street.
And we are live here at Panther Gymnasium, and so the Panthers down 9 as they've got to find some offense here with 4 minutes left to go, and time is of the essence at this point if you're a Panther fan, and if you're Ouachita, you wish the shot clock didn't exist.
Exactly.
Pulling old Levac, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
1.5 minute every possession. So Mattingly has it on this
elbow.
elbow.
Nice backdoor look, and Barentine, they're going to call him with the foul.
Well, that's Barentine's third foul. So Barentine with 3, Dickinson with 4, and that extends the lead to 10 as Maddox Allen is going to check in for the Panthers, and Barentine's going to come out.
Yeah. So Maddox Allen comes in for the Panthers. Barr converts, and he converts on the next shot, and it's good.
So Allen's going to try to bring a spark to this offense.
And that one's tipped, but Davis comes up with it.
And Davis for three, and that one rattles in and out. Mattingly with the rebound as he brings it across half court.
Maddox Braswell in the soft spot. Back to Howard. Howard back to Barr. Barr thinks about shooting. Pulls up instead and then shoots. And that is going to be off the foot of Mattingly as he slips there.
Slow to get up there. 3:12 left to go in this game, and the Panthers have got to have points on this possession, down 11. Inside to Dickinson and up.
And that's gonna be yeah.
They called that on Howard.
Howard.
That's his first personal.
Yes.
And the ball is stolen away there by Barr. He's on the move. And he's going to miss the shot on the other end. And Dickinson will travel trying to save it. And so that will be Ouachita basketball.
So with 2:46 left, Dalton, still a 9-point game here.
Yeah, Panthers have got to get a defensive stop here as that shot is partially blocked, and now they're out in transition, but Damian has not got numbers, but he's got the speed. He's going to go up. Shot, no foul call on that end. And now Tony on Judd Smith on the other end. That one's missed. Rebound by Judd, and they are going to have a foul, and that's going to be the day for Zach Dickinson.
And I said
no, they called that one on Tony.
Tony, okay.
Okay, so wasn't sure who exactly they called that one on. Dickinson does have 4 fouls. As that one is good.
And I said 9 points a moment ago. That was 11-point lead, and it is just extended to 12 by Judd Smith, and make that 13.
So the press-O call here from Coach Long as they try to evade the trap there. They get it up to Allen. Inside to Dickinson. Dickinson pull up, and that shot is good. So with 2:19 left to go, the Panthers are only down 11 now. They got to have some offense on. They got to have some defensive stops, but
time is of the essence, though. You got to do it fast.
They can't let them get all the way in the shot clock.
Ouachita looking to work some time off the clock.
Smith, the pull-up is no good. Rebound by Dickinson. And he finds Stevens, who will find the basket on the other end. Shot no good. Rebound and then up the floor to Mattingly. And what a play there from Barr.
Nice no-look pass from
and
Barr.
That one is laid in there by Judd Smith, the sophomore. Minute 16 left to go. Panthers have got to have threes at this point. Stevens into the corner to Allen. The Panthers got to move pretty quick as there's a pull-up.
And a collision.
And we have got an injury on the court. A hard collision.
And I believe that was between two Warrior
That's between
players.
Barr and Howard.
Yeah. And they collided hard, folks.
So under a minute left to go. Ouachita is going to take this one here at Panther Gymnasium. And so Allen gets that rebound for the Panthers, pushing it up the floor. Gets it over to Keon. Keon going to push it inside to Dickinson. Dickinson off the glass and in.
And Zach heating up here in the remaining minutes of the game.
Yeah, got 4 points in the last 3 possessions for Zach. But that is going to do it here at Panther Gymnasium for the senior boys consolation games. Ouachita, if they do not score any more, will secure an 11-point win here at the Battle at the Cove tournament in their last game. Looks like they're just going to feed it around, and they will not shoot. Well, they're going to have to shoot it one more time.
Yeah, just a
Shot clock, they're going to expire at the same time.
Okay.
And so that will do it. So Ouachita gets the win, 47-36. And so up next, we will have the Senior Girls Championship game between Jessieville and Centerpoint. So that ought to be a good one. But we thank you for listening to the Mountain Cove High School East YouTube page here. And Ouachita gets the win by 11 and takes down the hometown Panthers. So that will do it for the Senior Boys Consolation. And we will be back shortly with the Senior Girls Championship.